Hello, my friend. This is Dr. John, and I'm grateful you're spending a few minutes with me today. Let me ask you something. Have you ever started your day already feeling foggy? You pour your coffee, scroll through your phone, and hope your brain wakes up, but somehow, you're still sluggish by mid-morning. Here's the surprising truth. It's not just about getting enough sleep or drinking caffeine. The way you spend your first hour after waking up can literally shape how your brain functions, not just for the day, but for years to come. Today, I'm going to share 5 unexpected morning habits that can protect your memory, sharpen your thinking, and even help guard against age-related brain decline. And the best part? These are things you can start tomorrow, no expensive supplements, no extreme routines, just simple science-backed shifts. Stick with me until the end, because I'll show you how one of my patients, a 62-year-old teacher, went from daily brain fog to feeling mentally sharper than she had in decades, just by changing 2 morning habits. Why this topic matters. Your brain is your most precious asset. It's the control center for everything, from remembering where you parked your car, to solving problems at work, to recognizing the face of someone you love. But here's the challenge. Starting as early as your 40s, your brain naturally begins to lose about 5% of its volume every decade. This doesn't mean you're doomed to forget where your keys are, but it does mean you have to be more intentional about protecting your brain health. And mornings are a golden opportunity. Think about it, the brain just came out of 7 to 8 hours of maintenance mode during sleep, where it clears toxins, repairs cells, and consolidates memories. The first hour after you wake up is when your brain is most ready to set the tone for the rest of your day. Unfortunately, many people sabotage this window without realizing it. Skipping breakfast, drowning in emails, checking social media before you even stretch, these habits don't just waste time, they actively drain your mental energy and can contribute to long-term decline. That's why what I'm about to share could make a real difference, especially if you want to stay sharp well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. The science made simple. Here's a quick snapshot of what's going on in your brain each morning. Neurotransmitter levels reset, chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, which influence focus, mood, and motivation, are at sensitive levels right after waking. What you do can either stabilize them or throw them off. Cortisol is naturally higher. This get-up-and-go hormone peaks in the morning. Used well, it boosts alertness. But if you spike it further with stress, like jumping straight into work emails, you risk fatigue and anxiety later. The glymphatic system has just cleared waste. During deep sleep, your brain's cleaning crew, called the glymphatic system, flushes out toxins, including beta-amyloid, the protein linked to Alzheimer's. Morning habits can either support or reverse some of this progress. Neuroplasticity is primed, your brain is more adaptable in the morning, meaning new habits, skills, or mindsets stick better if practiced early in the day. When you understand this, it's easier to see why certain morning choices are like investing in a brain health savings account, they compound over time. The 5 unexpected morning habits. 1. Hydrate before you caffeinate. Most people reach for coffee before their feet even hit the floor. But here's the catch, your brain is about 75% water, and after 7 to 8 hours of no fluids, you're mildly dehydrated. Even a 2% drop in hydration can impair short-term memory and attention. One of my patients, Mark, a 48-year-old accountant, used to complain about headaches and slow starts every morning. He thought it was just age. I asked him to try one simple change. Drink a tall glass of water before touching his coffee. Within a week, his headaches were gone and his morning focus improved noticeably. How to apply: keep a glass or bottle of water by your bed. Drink 300 to 500 milliliters within 10 minutes of waking. If you want an extra boost, add a pinch of mineral-rich salt or a squeeze of lemon to replenish electrolytes. 2. Light before screens. Your brain has its own internal clock, the circadian rhythm, and it's set by light exposure. Bright, natural morning light signals your body to produce cortisol in a healthy way and start melatonin production on time later in the evening. The problem? Many people look at a phone screen before they see daylight. That's like giving your brain confusing, low-quality light signals that can throw off your sleep and focus cycles. Sarah, a 55-year-old high school teacher, was waking up tired even after 8 hours of sleep. We realized she was scrolling in bed before opening her blinds. She swapped that habit for 5 minutes of sitting by her window each morning. Within 2 weeks, she reported waking up fresher and falling asleep faster at night. How to apply: step outside, or at least open your curtains and face the sunlight, within 30 minutes of waking. Aim for 5 to 15 minutes of light before looking at any screens. 3. Move your body, even briefly. You don't need a full workout to benefit your brain. Even 3 to 5 minutes of light movement, stretching, yoga, or brisk walking, increases blood flow to the brain, delivering oxygen and nutrients it needs for sharp thinking. There's also a surge in BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, often called fertilizer, for your brain cells, helping them grow and form new connections. I remember James, a 62-year-old retired engineer, who swore he wasn't a morning exercise person. I challenged him to do just 2 minutes of gentle stretching and a few squats while the coffee brewed. 2 months later, he told me he was remembering names at his bridge club faster than ever, and he'd actually started doing short morning walks on his own. How to apply: tie it to something you already do. Stretch while your tea steeps. Do 10 squats after brushing your teeth. The consistency matters more than intensity. 4. Feed your brain, but not with sugar. Your brain consumes about 20% of your body's energy, and it runs mainly on glucose. But not all glucose sources are equal. A breakfast heavy in refined carbs, like pastries or sugary cereals, spikes your blood sugar, leading to a crash that hurts focus. Instead, aim for a balance: protein plus healthy fat plus slow-digesting carbs. For example, eggs with spinach and avocado, or Greek yogurt with berries and a sprinkle of nuts. Maria, 59, came to me worried she was losing her memory. We found her breakfast was usually coffee with sweet bread. I suggested she try an omelette with vegetables and some berries. 3 weeks later, she noticed she could get through her morning meetings without her usual mental slump. How to apply: prep ingredients the night before so making a brain-friendly breakfast is quick and easy. 5. Practice a morning mindset reset. Your brain is highly impressionable in the morning. The first thoughts you feed it often shape your day. Starting with news headlines or work stress primes your brain for anxiety. Instead, try a 2 to 5 minute mindset practice: gratitude journaling, deep breathing, or even setting a single intention for the day. This isn't woo-woo, it's neuroscience. Focusing on positive emotions early activates the prefrontal cortex, improving decision-making and emotional control. One patient, Henry, 67, had been feeling overwhelmed since retirement. He started writing down 3 things he was grateful for each morning. 6 weeks later, he said, "I still have the same problems, but they don't control me anymore." How to apply: keep a notebook by your bed. Before picking up your phone, jot down 1 thing you're grateful for, 1 thing you're looking forward to, and 1 person you'll connect with today. Implementation guide: start small. You don't need to overhaul your entire morning at once. In fact, that's a recipe for burnout. Here's what I suggest. Pick just 1 habit from the list and do it every morning for a week. Once it feels natural, layer in another. Keep track of your energy, mood, and focus in a small journal. This makes it easier to notice improvements. Caution: if you have any medical conditions, especially heart disease, diabetes, or low blood pressure, check with your doctor before making major changes to your diet or activity. Encouragement and mindset. Here's something I want you to remember. Brain health is not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Your brain has an amazing ability to adapt and heal, even as you age. Every glass of water, every stretch, every moment of gratitude, it's all a small deposit in your brain's health account. Over time, those deposits add up to clearer thinking, better mood, and a more vibrant life. The patients I've seen make the biggest transformations weren't the ones who did everything right from day one, they were the ones who kept going, even if they missed a day or two. Closing and call to action. So, my friend, tomorrow morning, I invite you to try just one of these unexpected brain-boosting habits. Hydrate before coffee. Get natural light before screens. Move for a few minutes. Eat a balanced, brain-friendly breakfast. Do a short mindset reset. Your future brain will thank you. If you found this helpful, I'd love for you to join our growing community by subscribing to Health Wisdom Insights. Click like so this video reaches more people who want to protect their brain health, and share it with someone you care about. Until next time, this is Dr. John, reminding you, your health is your greatest wealth, start investing in it every morning.